Speaking of spending money though,
Be careful, she's in there. She's gone. I think you're in trouble now.
I was before you got in.
Have I got you in trouble now?
Yeah. Oh dear.
I didn't mean to.
That's alright, boss.
You find it funny.
Just don't find anything funny at the moment.
Okay. Hello, welcome to Popalong RC. I'm Mark and here's Carl. We are here today to bring you another fine episode. Is it an episode? Sounds a bit American, doesn't
video.
it? A video.
A VT.
A VT of... well, I actually don't know, because you rang me and says you've got to come round to the studio, aka your dining room, and shoot another video because we're running out of content. And we all know that when we run out of content...
We don't make any videos. We don't make nothing. Now,
Go on.
I've got a problem with you, boss. So recently...
Oh, here we go again.
Recently, right, you took your Pro A-final car
Yeah.
and your Pro A-final radio
Yeah.
to one of the UK's biggest and best RC car facilities.
Yeah.
And I was looking at you with all your gear, all your kit, all your stuff, your posh fancy charger. And I almost didn't recognise you, boss. From the young man that I knew playing with toy cars in a field.
Listen,
You've
These-
stepped away from your origins,
these
boss.
people will tell you it starts off, this hobby, very cheap and cheerful. You have lots of laughs when it's like that, and there's nothing to prove this, that, and the other. And you slowly get a new bit, then you get another new, then you get another new bit, then you get some new tyres, then you think, I'm going to need a new car, then you get a new car, new batteries, then you get a new battery charger because you need to charge them at a slightly higher rate because they've got.
I'm going to stop you there. I'm going to stop you there.
No. Then you need yourself a new radio because you need more response and everything like that. And before you know it, you are kind of. Well, you've got to pinch yourself, right? Number one, and go, well, I've got some cool stuff. And you've also got to pinch yourself and go, it's getting a bit silly.
Yeah, and you, out of the two of us, are more silly than me. So, this video is about going back to basics for you.
Going back to basics.
Now, can you remember,
Go on.
back in the day when you were a little nipper?
Ah, many a
The
story
smell
about
of
that.
cut grass.
Yeah, the smell of the
Building
old
your
cut grass,
first
yeah.
Tamiya buggy.
I never had a... No, I didn't have a Tamiya. My first.
You never...
Everybody will know.
Hang on a second. You never had a Tamiya buggy? You've
have-
never had a Tamiya buggy?
I've never owned a Tamiya buggy. Ever.
I'm going to fix that for you. Because I remember a couple of years ago we did a Popalong GP.
Yeah.
And we were there and you drove someone else's car and afterwards you went, that was brilliant.
I did.
That reminded me of the good old days. That would make for a really fun...
I remember the very
grassroots
day.
racing.
I remember the very
Can you
day.
remember what car it was?
Yeah, it was a Tamiya DT02, I think it was. And that was actually Gatwick Raceway's entry-level class. And they used to do it every other week or something like that. I had a big old turnout for it. And I'll be honest with you. I looked at the car beforehand and thought, And then Matthew Heath.
Yeah,
God,
legend, Matthew Heath, he is.
He says
he knows how to mow some grass, doesn't
He
he?
knows how to make a track motion. He knows how to race as well. Anyway, back to the story. So he gave me this car, and I got on a track here with it, and it was actually very, very, very nice. Yeah, I mean he'd done a few bits to it. I don't know what he'd done to it, but nevertheless, it was a very nice car.
Well, I've got something down here for you, boss. Right, this here, because I actually knew you didn't never have a Tamiya buggy. So I've got you a Tamiya buggy, boss. This is
You got that for me?
the Sand Viper.
The old
two-wheel drive,
Viper.
1/10 scale buggy. This here is on the DT02 chassis because you had so much fun, and I want to bring back that fun. We need to bring back the fun. I'm all for you doing your project because he's got a project on the go at the moment. He wants to become the best driver he possibly can, and he's going to get some training from the pros, and he's going to go with all his gear.
That is.
But I do think you need to get back to basics and come down to my level. And just play with your cars.
What? I'm very, very. What's the word I'm looking for? I'm almost taken back here because you bought your old pal Mark a car there, and I've never had a Tamiya off-road car ever, so that will be my first one. And you're right, I can't. There is part of me that wants to bring it back a little bit, and I'm not going to give up all the other stuff. I mean, I love all that, but yeah, edge it back, get back to basics really, because we have a lot of people who are noobs.
Yeah, and this, as you say, was the noob class over at Gatwick, and it was fantastic. Very competitive. Do you know what I compare this to?
Go on.
I compare this to like the TT01 racing that we do indoors. This is the off-road equivalent, I think. Anyway, shall we have a little look at it, boss?
Go on then. Sand Viper. Ain't that a snake? That's a viper.
A viper is. Now, sand viper is like...
a sand snake.
It's like a sand snake, yeah. Lives in the desert, it does.
Lives in the desert.
I'm trying to get in your box.
Right, let's have a little butcher's. What we've got there. So, in the box there, we've got... it comes with an ESC. Their ESCs are what? They're like rebranded hobby rim type things, aren't they? Is that right?
Looks about right. What else you got in here?
Tight. Hang on. Whoa. Nearly forgot.
I haven't forgot. I'm already getting aromas.
I am. No, you did nearly forget. And right, okay. Do you want to go front or back? Do you want to sniff the front or the back?
I prefer the front, to be fair.
So you're not a.
I don't really go sniffing around the rear.
You're not a rear sniffer.
No.
You're more of a front sniffer. Yeah, he's got a clean smell. Yeah. I'm getting Halfords on a Tuesday.
There you go.
What else we got?
We got
the old Sand Viper. It has got that kind of Viper look about it, isn't it? That kind of...
I like it. I do like the rear cab shells. Yeah.
Can I say something about Tamiya buggies?
Go on,
because I've said this on the channel before, but
You're not going to upset people, are you?
No, because years ago, right, when I used to race with my dad and my brother, we used to race Team Lossy cars, Schumacher, Team Associated. Those were really the three cars. Oh, and Tommy, right? Those really were the three cars. Temp Technology, maybe, if you were rich, you'd have a Predator or something. Now, the problem being, back then, is that Tamiya didn't quite... They used to be, and people may agree with me, they used to be a bit unreliable. I mean, you can get the parts out, show everybody. There's not much... Are they oil-filled?
They are oil-filled. CVA shocks.
Okay.
So...
Oil-filled shocks.
Not bad. Tub chassis. I'm sure that's different to the one you were driving. What do you mean, one?
I'm
sure.
Yeah, it was a much thinner. It was a thinner.
DT03.
Yeah, maybe it was. I don't know, but same sort of thing, isn't it?
There's even more plastic under here, boss.
Hang on, what motor's it got? Oh, you get your oil with it. The old. That is a typical silver can there.
A Mabuchi, is it? Is it a Mabuchi?
Yes.
A Mabuchi motor.
A Mabuchi 540. It's got metal gears because the TT02 has...
Hang on a second. They look like metal bearings as well.
It's got ball bearings. Did you ever...
That's amazing. I thought these kits only ever had plastic.
I used to have a kid at school who used to call bearings Bulgarians. Old, what was his name now? Gareth was his name.
Gareth ball bearings.
Yeah, ball bearings.
No one really cares, do they?
Not really.
Because
not really.
they just want to see the car run.
All right, well,
But in order to run a Tamiya, right, you've got your Mabuchi 540 motor and your metal geared diff and your ball bearings and your ESC there. But I want to take you back. I want to take you back. Can you remember when you used to get these kits back in the day?
Yeah.
You used to be able to get sort of entry-level radio as well.
Well, the thing is, you see, back in the day, what you'd do, as you might well be aware, I can't remember, you would buy the car, your dad would take you down now, and he would, for your birthday or whatever, you go, Dad, to Beatties mainly, and you go, Dad, I want that one. All right, son, yeah, no problem. And then the shop owner would say, or the shop assistant would say, yeah, but you need the radio gear. And your dad would say, what's that then? And you'd say, yeah, Dad, I need the radio gear. And he'd reach up behind the counter and he would pull down a box and he would get the box out. Now, this box wouldn't just have the transmitter in it. It would normally have the receiver in it, and also it would have a couple of servos in there. And I say a couple because you would need one for the mechanical speed controller and one for the steering. And it was like Futaba did loads of them. Futaba Attack, Acoms did it, McGregor. There were some more makes. I can't quite remember the makes of them.
Guess
all,
what?
What?
Carson's do a kit just like that.
Carson. I've heard of Carson. Yeah.
Guess what?
What?
I got you one.
Hang on.
And it's a stick radio.
Old
take you
school.
back to when you were a little nipper.
I can use sticks.
So we've got a stick.
Yeah.
We've got, if I turn it round actually, have a look at that.
Yeah.
We've got radio, receiver, servo boss. Look at that.
That is absolutely brilliant. Let me have a look. And it says on it, Tamiya kit compatible. How good is that?
That is.
It's the old Reflex Stick Pro 3.1. And it's like the old days where you do get of course you only get one servo with it because you only need one these days. And this is all about getting a little setup there for an entry level race buggy, because we'll be racing it, won't we? That'll go in it. Oh, I will put that in it, and I will enjoy having a go, just like the good old days when I was a little boy.
I'll tell you what, boss. I want to see that radio.
What? You want to see
I want to see the radio. Let's get in the box.
You don't need the scissors for that.
You do it. There you go.
Has it got old school trims as well? Oh, it has. Oh.
Do you want the scissors, boss?
Listen to this. They'll remember that. Trim settings, just like the good old days. This is old school, mate. Steering dual rates on it.
Doesn't seem to be any throttle dual rates.
There will be no endpoint adjuster or anything, because we never had that back in the day. You got
steering reverse and throttle reverse
on the back. That is just about as basic as you get, but you know what you don't need?
Do you know what's missing?
Missing an aerial.
The 2 foot long aerial, yeah, sticking out top. But you don't get that anymore, because these days it is 2.4 gigahertz, so therefore you don't need a massive long aerial. But take a look at that. Proper, simple, old school styling. I like it. Do you know, I think I've forgotten how to use stick. It's been that long since I've done it. I was never very good at it anyway.
Nothing changes there then, but I'm joking. Yeah, cool, man. All right, well, thank you very much. Very kind of you. I will. I am missing a tyre. Where's the tyre? Was it in there?
There's a tyre.
I will be putting that together and having a little go at that. Hopefully in time for the Popalong GP. I don't know, but we'll.
Just
the
point
Popalong
out,
Rally. Sorry.
It's a bank holiday weekend this weekend, so if, like it does We've had a bit of sun recently, but it's now bank holiday weekend, which means it's probably going to rain, boss. So you can tuck yourself away and build your car. There you go, boss. We are going back to basics.
It doesn't come much more basic than that, but on this channel we like to delve into absolutely anything RC car related, as you know. So that will be a good project for me.
Oh,
What?
I forgot to say.
What's that?
I got myself a little toy too. Because you can't race one car, can you?
No, that's true. Okay.
Got myself one. Not one of these.
What'd you get then?
Save that for another video.
Fair enough. Anyway, there you go. So if you like what you see, like, subscribe, hit the old ding dong bell, and we'll see you again soon.